Welcome back to my man cave. I'm not an expert, and today I'm doing a short video on two problems I'm having with the Lee Pro 1000 when I'm reloading 9mm. The first issue is a case feeder, or the case slider here. As the case slider would come forward, it would eject or almost like kick it out like a football here, and it wouldn't land into the plate and it would clog the machine. The other issue would be this case getting caught up in die number 2, the expanding die. It'll get caught up there when I pull the handle back, all of a sudden it release and go bang. I'll inset 2 videos of these right now showing you exactly what I mean.
I think it's not the leather, but it looks like almost done. You flip out even if you're not moving. I think the smell.
I'm removing the tube feeder here so you can see what was causing the problem with the case slider. Excuse my shaking hands here. But when the shell would be caught in an expander down here, up in here, and I'd be going to lower it, right here, about right here, it would break free up here and send a shock through this, and this thing would kick forward and kick this like a football, and that would cause the jamming situation. So I realized once I fixed the issue of it, the shell getting caught in an expander, that this would stop too, and it did. Right now I'll show you how I fixed the shell expander getting stuck. Taking off the expander powder through die. When I first took this off, let me get this into focus here for you. You can see up here at the top it's nice and bright and shiny, but when I first took that off, it was all coated with brass filings. I initially just cleaned the brass filings off, put it back together, and after 10 or 20 shells going through it, it would start sticking. So this had a rough texture on it, and I took it over and polished it off to a beautiful, shiny, smooth finish. You can see that now that it's nice and shiny and bright. And I'll show you how I did that and got to a nice and shiny, bright finish. It originally had somewhat of a gold finish that was sandpapery all over the outside of it. On the other half of the die, I polished the insides here, and I'll show you that next, how I polished those 2 areas. Okay, for polishing the bottom of the die, I found a 3/8 piece of dowel rod cut off about 5 inches and cut a line down it so I could take a piece of 600 wet and dry sandpaper in here and slide that in that slot, then just let it fold around. Next, put it into the drill press, tighten it down, give it a little shot of oil on it, put that in there like that, and turn it on. And as you're going up and down, rotate it around, make sure you get all the surfaces nice and well. And I spent 1 or 2 minutes doing that. It is a very hard surface, and it took a long time for that to polish out. But that's all that I did for that. It was sandpaper. For the other part of the expander die, I put some Flitz powder on a piece of rag and polished that. It took me quite a while, probably 2 or 3 minutes to polish that. And of course that would only get the very top here. It would not get the sides very well. To polish the outside, I took Flitz, coated it, and I took a previously enlarged, expanded case like that, so I'd have something to polish against. Put the case inside the drill press. And you can see that's how, I'll try to get a good picture of that. And you can see that's how I got the polish on the outside of that. After doing all these parts, make sure they're completely dry when you put them back together, because obviously powder goes through here and you don't want any of the powder sticking to this.